Thank you. Eleanor Skelton.
Hello again, my name is Eleanor Skelton, and I have taught secondary English and journalism in both Texas and Colorado for the last 5 years. I just finished teaching 8th grade English in Harrison School District 2. I am here again to ask you not to vote for policies JBA and IMD, which will affect both trans and LGBT students and staff and will have a chilling effect on freedom of speech in your school district. About a week after the 2024 election, several of my 8th grade students at Panorama Middle School asked me if our next president was going to make it illegal to be gay. Those students also all told me they are under the LGBT umbrella. 2 of them, both trans, sought my help when dealing with targeted bullying and discriminatory behavior from their classmates. Please consider the harm that you will do to students in your school district if you pass policies JBD and IMD. Last week, I mentioned that I'm concerned that a policy only allowing the United States and Colorado flags in the classroom with the intention of banning rainbow pride flags would limit freedom of speech and expression and does not allow for nuance. I understand that certain flags can be controversial. A social studies teacher needs to be sensitive when teaching about the history of flags that became hate symbols. Some social studies teachers at the school where I previously taught in Texas put Trump signs in their classroom and said that it was part of history, although this made many students in their classroom feel unsafe. Other flags, like Don't Tread on Me, had one meaning during the American Revolution, but is now associated with the alt-right. Those should not be a permanent classroom decoration, but history still needs to be taught and deserves to be taught so that we do not repeat it. Geography teachers that I taught beside in Texas hung up strings full of flags from around the world all over their classroom, which made our students born in other countries feel welcome. This would also not be allowed under the proposed policy. There are 2 court decisions that every journalism teacher knows. The Supreme Court's 1969 ruling, Tinker versus Des Moines, solidified students' rights to free speech in public schools when a 13-year-old middle school student and her friends wore black armbands to protest the Vietnam War. Another Supreme Court decision, Hazelwood versus Kuhlmeier, said that administrators could exercise editorial control if the speech constitutes a legitimate disruption to the educational environment. I am concerned that banning pride flags in teacher classrooms would lead to banning student use of pride flags, which would directly suppress freedom of speech. Thank you for hearing me.
Thank you.